Hey y'all, here's a recipe for a sandwich I love to make from Biggest Loser Family Cookbook and a mango peach smoothie from skinnytaste.com. So there's a couple things you'll need for the breakfast sandwich. One English muffin, so whole grain or wheat. And you'll just need one of those cut in half. You'll also need a slice of turkey bacon. I use Applegate's organic turkey bacon, and again, you'll just need one piece. Additionally, you'll need egg whites, and you will need a slice of fat-free American cheese. I use Kraft's. As far as cooking utensils, you'll need a skillet to actually fry the turkey bacon in, and you'll want to spray that with some cooking spray. I use olive oil Pam, but you can also use your own if you have like a mist stove. It's a pressurized aerosol can. And then you'll need a small bowl, also known as a ramekin, and you're going to want to spray that with cooking spray as well. And then you can go ahead and actually preheat the skillet. What you're seeing me do now is adding one large egg white, which is going to be 3 tablespoons. And I'm just putting that in there into the bowl that's already been sprayed. And the actual conversion sizes are usually on the side of the egg carton, depending on what type of brand you're using. Now that is going to go in the microwave. Yep, I'm going to cook eggs in the microwave. Putting it in that small bowl is going to actually keep the shape of it so it looks similar to what you would find at a McDonald's or something like that. And I'm only going to put it in for 30 seconds to start. Next, I'm going to go ahead and toast my English muffins. I'm just going to kind of let those do its thing. And by now my pan should be pretty preheated, pretty warm. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bacon in there. Now, what you may have just seen when I went over to the skillet, you may have seen a hole in my pants. All of my sweatpants have holes in the pockets, so I sleep in them. Had I known that I had not fixed that for video purposes, I probably would have put on a different pair of pants. Now the eggs are still a little runny, so I'm going to put it in for another 15 seconds. And I'll let that cook while I'm starting to straighten up the kitchen that I'm borrowing for this video. And now the eggs again, I'm probably gonna put them in a little bit longer, but overall it's pretty set. I just want to be sure. You definitely want to make sure that they're not runny, because you actually then have to flip it over and cook the other side. And now we're waiting. Yep, and now it looks like it's a little bit more set, so I'm going to flip it over and put it on for like another 15 seconds in the microwave. And this is while I'm still toasting the English muffin. I've got my bacon going. I'm telling you, this is one of the easiest sandwiches you can make in the morning. I typically would make this maybe about 5:45, and then I would eat it about an hour later when I get to work and get settled in at my desk. And I just wrap it in a paper towel, put it in a plastic bag, and eat it. So the bacon is not quite ready to be flipped, so now I'm just doing a little jig for you, a little dance. So the English muffins are pretty good. I don't like mine burnt, and I have a habit when I use my toaster at my place of keeping them on too long. So I'm gonna add the cheese to the warm English muffin and fold up the corners. I just like even looking sandwiches. So fold up the corners like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the egg on top of that, because by now my egg should be pretty good. And the bacon should be done shortly. I'm going to flip that over. And then you'll place it all together and wrap it up or eat it if that's what you're going to do. Because this was a Saturday, I actually ate it instead of taking it to work. So that's how the sandwich looks so far. So we've got kind of like an egg white patty, cheese, and soon you will have meat. So that's gonna cook a little longer. And see, we're already 5 minutes in and breakfast is almost done. Now, I like making smoothies for breakfast as well. I don't always have time to do them, but because this was a Saturday, I decided to go for it. I'm figuring out what to do next. That's my thinking face. I think we'll go ahead and get started with that smoothie. How about it? So you're gonna need a blender, of course. And for this recipe, it is, I guess, inspired by skinnytakes.com. I changed some of the measurements of ingredients a little bit, but it's pretty much the same recipe. I used half a cup of frozen mango. I also used half a cup of frozen peach slices. And then the yogurt I used, yep, bacon should be done. That's me trying to flip it over without using any utensils, and I burnt myself. I just burnt myself face. And now we're flipping over the bacon. And I'll probably see. So it's starting to look crispy. It doesn't really crisp up like bacon, but it also doesn't look like that other stuff that other brands make, like where it's real thin and looks kind of rubbery. Anywho, Yoplait Harvest Peach Light Yogurt, 90 calories, I think, for 6 ounces. I used half of that, so I used 3 ounces. And additionally, I used 3 ice cubes. Now, when I'm doing smoothies with frozen fruit, I like to let it sit out for about maybe 10-15 minutes. So while I'm brushing my teeth or something like that, I don't let the ice sit out, but I do let the fruit sit out because sometimes I find that it takes longer for that to actually get blended. So that was fruit that had already sat out. And now we're going to begin to blend. As for the sandwich, 7 minutes in, it's pretty much done now. I don't know why, but that is my favorite skillet. More so than my cast iron. And I really love my cast iron. So that's what the sandwich looks like. Crisscross the meat because it's cut in half. Put your muffin on top of it. Chef gets the first bite. In this case, that's me. Now, as I took that first bite, smoothie is still blending, so I'm going to wait until that's finished. That's what it looks like. You see a little bit of yogurt at the bottom, but ultimately, that's what it looks like. I didn't know I was recording. And I'm going to pour that into a Dixie cup. Now, the smoothie is 135 calories. In my version, according to myfitnesspal.com. And then the actual sandwich is 183 calories. So that gets you under 320. Recipes used from Biggest Loser and skinnytakes.com. Music by Jonathan Laws. Thanks for watching.